Hmm. So, Kevin, which month you enter the time?
I entered it for December because for January it did not let
Huh.
me enter time. That could be the reason I'm thinking because
No, that is not the reason because January's period schedule is blocked. You won't be able to enter the time in
okay, but then
January.
like when
There's
I
no,
create it, when I create the time calc, that means I'm putting the effective date as today, right?
it is it is not effective date. The time calculations are not effective dated.
Not effective date, okay.
Okay, which December?
December last week, the December 30th I entered.
This one, 15 hours.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did enter that. Yeah, I
What
did.
is your calculation?
So yeah, view calc, then it's RPD.
All-time calculations. Always open all-time calculations. And then RPD, which one?
The last one, the M tag. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's where the mistake is.
Yes.
So it's not the time type. That
Mhm.
to be reported time regular.
When you actually create the time block now, so
Okay.
there itself there is a field known as report time entry code. Time
Okay.
entry code automate rather than using time type, you can use time entry code.
Okay.
One second.
Because what I did was like in the original calc, the field that I already gave um, the condition as M tag, like the work tag as M tag.
One second.
Like right here, work tag type.
It is wrong. It is wrong.
Okay.
And then after that, you have created SRI. Mm, it is wrong.
Okay.
What's the tag name? I
M tag. MERP. I don't think there's any hyphen.
Which one?
It's just the M space.
This one, the upper one.
No, actually, it could be. I think it's the last one, the PM test tag, the last one. Yeah, that one. So it should be reported work tag. Okay. I think I just selected the work tag. Okay. So what, maybe like once you finish it, you can explain me.
I'm selecting all of them as of now.
Mm. So we don't need the calculation tag.
Yeah, let's see. Reason behind we don't need the calculation tag because of the work tag. What's up? Once again, ये tag आना चाहिए. ये नहीं आ रहा. CRI work tag is greater than zero. CRI work tag is not blank. Hmm. Tag is there, but why the calculation is not running? Which are the calculation which are running? Let's do the break fix. Let's learn how to do the break fix.
Okay.
Now, first step would be the calculation did not run. What's your calculation name?
It's called RPD YEM tag.
There's there's no RPD. Okay, fine. All right. The second thing that we would do would be removing this. and then again would run the calculation and see if your calculation is running or not. Hmm. Let me do the break.
Oh, maybe the eligibility.
Your
Okay.
tag is coming up.
Yeah.
So what you did wrong? The first thing that you did wrong was creating the tag first, and the second thing was, which was around, you did not give to right group.
Yeah.
That is one of the issue. You need to always check which group you are looking at. Okay, in order to see that your calculation is there on the group, the first thing that you need to do, if your calculation is executing or not, view worker time eligibility, add your worker, and always see if your calculation has mapped to that worker or not. Once your calculation has been created, always go to this calculation and see if your calculation is mapped to this worker or not by
Oh,
filtering over here. That is needs to be done. Okay, the calculation that we did, created,
yeah.
what it is first looking at the work tag. Work tag does not have the quantity. It is just an instance, count related instance. It does not hold any quantity. It's just an instance. So we captured that instance through count related instance, a calculated field, and then we saw the regular hours. What was the condition? If that block is checked and the hours are worked more than 4, then that should be stored into another hour. So we did that.
So why do we have to create the sum related instance? Can't we just say the calculation tag has to be regular, like in the calculation, rather than putting the sum related instance and putting the instance condition row?
So where you will store it? Why some related instance comes into the picture? It will store the value and then it will compare, give you the comparison. You won't be able to do it. Our condition is like that when a worker is working with the work tag and whatever work tag, and he has worked more than 4 hours. Then how
Hmm.
would you evaluate that he has worked more than 4 hours? There's no
Okay.
way. There's no way you will add a field time entry code, and what after that what?
Okay, okay, got it. Yeah, yeah.
Right, so that is the basic thing that is needs to be done. So
So
calculated
this
field, yep.
one, sorry, this one you did the sum related instance, and what about the work tag one? You did the count?
Yeah, count related instance that there is a work tag that has been added. So how many instance? One. Work
Oh,
tag doesn't hold any value. Work tag don't have any value. So yeah, count related instance.
okay,
These are the basic calc field that were in Workday that we use, CRI and SRI. CRI means how many blocks have been covered. Inside how what is the quantity. In order to grab that, we use some related instance. And then what I did, when I created some related instance, I captured the reported quantity. How much the reported quantity has been done on that particular day. Actually summed that.
okay,
I actually accumulated that into a single entity. And then under a true false condition that has been compared with a certain value.
okay, got it.
Are you also not able to see this host screen?
Yeah, it says attempting to reconnect.
Yesterday also it happened, no?
Yeah, I did. So I'm not sure.
When you were working, did it happen?
Oh, many times I have to like keep on doing it, and it like when I'm entering time or when I'm doing the calculation, it keeps saying that your page is not available, and I have to start from scratch. So it was really annoying. It took me longer than anticipated.
Please
So
raise please raise this concern to this team so that they are aware. All right. So today we are going to learn a good concept which is known as Amanda. Let's see if Amanda Baker is having the clock in clock out thing or not. So let's proxy her and see if she has a clock in clock out thing or not. In Workday, so when the manufacturing companies are actually having a punch in punch out kind of a setup, punch in punch out rather than adding those hours, so
mhm.
they have the feature over here as clock in clock out. Okay, she's not a clock in clock out worker primarily, so that is the reason she is not able to see that. So what I did, I went ahead and
Hello, hello.
this remote connection is working very slow.
Yeah, yeah. Same thing happened to me like when I was doing them.
So when you see Kevin, you will be able to see that there is a clock in clock out setup for him because he is a clock in clock out worker, hourly worker. Okay. So
How do we
what
set?
that is done in the time entry template. You see that, and the moment you would actually um, make default time entry template. When there is a time default time entry code over there under the time entry template, when you set up their specific code, which is an in and out, it automatically generates over here.
Okay.
Yeah. So he is primarily using the time entry code, which is work time in and out. So he's an in and out worker. So automatically time clock events comes into the picture. So what this worker does, they actually generally go and check in like that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
After that, okay, and they go and do their work. Okay. After that, whenever they want to come out, they do again check out.
Okay.
Okay. And after that, whether it is a meal break or what, it asks. Okay. After that, they again check in. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And final checkout, they go out. Okay. This is the general way. Okay. You can practice that. But what if if someone hasn't, like, he did check in, but he forgot to check out. So
Okay.
what would happen? There is a scenario. This is a scenario that can happen. All right. You see this unmatched, checked in, checked out, unmatched, checked
Yeah.
in, checked out, unmatched. This would be seen on the calendar.
Okay.
All right. This would be definitely seen under the calendar, and what you need to do at that time, stop proxy, in order to prevent that. He won't be able to submit the time if this unmatched, checked in, checked out is there.
Okay.
Whenever you have entered the time but you have forgot to go checked in, but you have forgot to check out, or vice versa, so you won't be able to submit the time, and there would be this unmatched, checked in, checked out feature would be popping on the time card. Okay. In order to resolve that, there is a task which is known as unmatched. So she doesn't have this security. Logan McNeil does have that proxy. My baby. Maintain invalid clock events.
Okay.
You will see the worker in all those areas, because Kevin is not reporting to this person, so she is not able to do it. Okay. But if Kevin is reporting to this person, she can see that and can correct it, the clock events over there. Yes, and
Invalid.
one more task. Yeah, 1 second, just there's one more task.
So what about unmatched time clock? That one is
That
different? Okay.
1 second. They don't have this security secure. Maintain invalid time clock events. This is a task. She was able to do it.
But then you were searching for the unmatched time clock event, right?
The if the worker is there, then it will show the message and error message over there. Until and unless the worker is not there, it will not show. So that is one of the feature that Workday has given in order to identify that. And the manager and the time tracking administrator is able to use this feature whenever there is an unmatched time entry and which are invalids and the workers are not able to submit the time, which means now they will go ahead and they will click OK over there to make it matched. Automatically they would submerge with each other and the time block would be able to get submitted and they would be able to submit the time. All right.
So who will
Manager
match?
or time tracking manager or time tracking administrator.
Oh, they can go and match it?
Yes, only they,
Okay.
not the worker. Okay, one more thing. All right, talking about, so when there is a big bulk of time entries, okay, there is a bulk of time entries, and there needs to be submitted so that the payroll can run. So under that scenario, there is a task which is known as mass submit. Okay, mass submit, mass task, high volume and mass submit comes into the picture where the this is a task which is generally available to the time tracking administrator managers, all right, or the payroll admin. Okay, they do have this kind of access where they can select the supervisory, the pay group, cost center. They can filter it whichever organization they want to submit the time. For example, if I selected the mm, uh, Canada semi-monthly, then I would be able to select the workers over there. Then I'll go to the next part. This is a very simple task. Okay, you select, then you do the frequency. You want to submit the time now, you want to submit the time for the frequent for the future, or you want to do a integration kind of a thing, like a scheduling kind of a thing, that every week on this particular day the week's time entry should be submitted. Okay, that is something which can be configured under this area. So for example, if I do run now, so you have this idea now how to schedule reports. Have you done
Yeah,
any reporting scheduling? So
yeah,
this is
yeah.
the same thing. For
Okay, yeah.
example, if I do the now, so automatically when I just run this time and just go do again like that, at first the thing that would be captured under process monitor, test submission. And I'll see the, for example, this is workers who are under semi-monthly. I clicked OK, and the moment I submit it, a process monitor would run and the submission would be done for the time entries. This is the way they do it. Okay.
Mhm.
All right, okay. This is one of the feature that is known as mass submit, high volume time entries and mass submit feature, which has been controlled by time tracking administrator, payroll administrator, or the managers. Okay, they are the ones who do it. And this is done why? Because if there are certain organization, like big chunk of organizations, where they need to run the time entries on a daily basis.
Oh, it disconnected again.
They run the daily scheduling integrations and they submit the time on its own. All right.
Okay, sure.
Okay, that is a feature you just need to remember. Mass time submit. Okay, 1 second. So actually find which are the invalid time entries and which are unmatched time entries. What you can do, the first thing that you can do is, first you just need to add this task time clock history. what? Time clock history. Note it down. Time clock history. The moment you click OK over here, you would be able to. They would be asking you which worker you are looking at. If you added Kevin, for example, and I clicked OK, I would be able to see the unmatched check-in checkouts
Okay.
and match checked-in checkouts. And I would be able to either to delete it, edit it, whatever I would like to have, I can be doing it. I can manually add a clock event over here for this worker. All right, so this is one of the cool features, my clock time entry. It would be able to give you all the details regarding whether it's a matched, checked in, checked out, regarding his eligibilities, everything.
Okay.
So one second. Now we have the first thing, the default tag would be over here, in and out. Then you
Yeah.
would be doing having this setup under your time entry template. Okay, this kind of setup in order to have these things uh, completed for Amanda Baker. See if you can do it, and then proxy Amanda and see if she's able to see that kind of time entry method or not.
Okay. So it's the entire template. It's not like a particular field that we have to enable.
No, and it is under the template. So first, if the worker is doing the worker is able to do the time clock because of the work time time entry code which has been added, which is an in out time. Okay, those
Mhm.
groups which are actually having it, and that's it. Nothing more than that.
Okay. So this is an additional template that Kevin has, because normally people can only have one template, right?
This is the same template.
Okay. Just one
Nothing.
template, and then within
And the
that
time
we incorporate clock time.
default time default time entry code and clock time areas to be mapped. Bas, that's it.
Okay.
There is no such additional things over there.
Okay. Because I thought it will be like a check box again for the to enable the time clock.
No, nothing like that. So some of the integration part, imported, reported time events, whenever Workday gives us a lot of things in order to have see time blocks, time cards. So, okay, so you can have those reports over here like time blocks for the worker, imported time, reported time blocks for the worker. All right, there's one more cool thing that I wanted to share with you. And it is very highly valuable whenever you are actually getting stuck and you don't know how to move ahead again with the time entry templates or whatever with it, and you are seeing there is a results which are getting this time tracking administrator do use whenever you are looking at the result like in a different way, and you want something different, like you wanted a block to be generated but that block is not generating, and you did a lot of break fix but somehow it is not generating, but now you need to give a proper, you need to correct it so that the payroll or other connected modules should be working. Then there is a task which is known as adjust calculated time. What it does, it actually gives you a liberty to add manually your manually the blocks whatever you are looking at, manually change the tasks whatever you are looking at. So what would happen, for example, if I saw or open this task and I saw that there is an entry of 15 hours which has been done. If I don't want that entry, I want to make it like 12 hours, and I want to first thing you just need to clear, open it. Okay, then if you want to add some other tags over there, other blocks over there, for example, call out on that particular day, override the rate 17, sorry,
Okay.
5. If you want to add a manually add it. So this is done when there is a very big problem, chunk problem is going on and you want to sort the problem out. Then you do the adjust calculated time. You see the time entries which have been done on that particular day. You can modify those things. You can add your own values over these things. For example, old reported time values over things. For example, I added like compulsory time. I did 13 hours over the 2 hours over there, and then when I submitted this, it got submitted. And now if I see Kevin Turner's time entry on 30th of December, it will automatically resonate that.
Okay.
See,
Yeah.
a call out block has generated on that particular day, 15 hours.
Mm-hmm.
This is a break fix for the time tracking administrator, the administrator's rules.
Okay.
You see, I added this hours. Okay, this is one thing that you need to know, what is known as adjust calculated time. Okay, this is very, 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 very important, and it has been very much used for the time tracking administrator. Second thing, what next? Validations you did, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. I did.
Okay, so I think pretty much we are all set to go with
Okay.
the time tracking. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
please perform the paper. That is a paper that you need to do. Once
Okay.
the paper has been done, then tomorrow we'll see what are the things of scope of improvement from your end. I'll analyze those paper,
Okay.
and tomorrow we would be wrapping up,
Okay.
or we will be covering some of the small areas which
Mm-hmm.
you need to know. And by the next Monday, we will start. Tomorrow is Wednesday or Tuesday?
Day.
Wednesday, na? Yeah.
Day.
So by Monday, we will start the absence classes. I'll give you the first thing, the table of contents for absence.
Okay.
Okay. It is a lengthy process. Okay,
Okay.
and we'll take it down from there. All right. Absence would be more interesting. Would be Yeah. Absence will be interesting the way it is time tracking. Time tracking got little boring by the end of calculations. It is highly. I would say that it is understandable that it gets boring by the end of the time, but a little complex when it comes to the calculation tags and calculated fields. But yeah, day in day out, you would be working with time tracking like that.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
All right.
So,
Yeah, yeah, good. Go ahead.
no, I just opened the question paper. So pretty much like I have to do from the top to the bottom, right? Like I'm following the steps, or should I be creating like the time entry calendar first and all that?
Just go with the steps.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sure.
Just go with the steps. You have done manually everything. Now you created a calendar event, you calendared those things. Just go with the steps, and it will not take a much of time. But yeah, it is quite interesting. You will love it.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Don't forget to use those three tasks: multi-order time entry template, multi-order work schedule calendar, and multi-order period schedule. The moment you are configuring these changes, that is most important to know. And for one more thing that I would like to know, if your workers are falling under those areas, if they are
Mhm.
having multiple time, some multiple, remove them from the old one. All right. Only they should be eligible to your eligibility rule rather than being others eligibility rule. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Sure. Okay, please, all the best for your paper, and let's see how much you score. All right, if you score less, then you'll be giving more money to me.
Sure. Sure. So
All
just
right.
give me a hint. So when I'm starting, I pretty much like run a report to see like who are the employees already existing in the system for Canada, right?
So you have share me. Are you 1 second? I'm just closing this session. I'm stopping this recording.